Okay, related perhaps, but a different question is Scripture made up of propositions, or is it personal? Should we treat Scripture something like an impersonal owner's manual, or something more intimate, like a love letter? How do we view Scripture?
Definitely an impersonal owner's manual. That's a joke. Carl,
I think the question itself is built in some ways on a false antithesis. I called my wife last night. At the end of the conversation, I said, "I love you," just where I signed off. That's a proposition. It contains clear propositional content. It describes a state of affairs. At the same time, it does something. It wasn't just like me saying to my wife, 2 + 2 = 4. It actually helps cement, strengthen, reinforce a relationship that already exists. It describes a state of affairs and it reinforces that. So I don't buy the opposition that some people seem to think exists between propositions and interpersonal communication, if I could put it that way. I think I understand what people who make that criticism are concerned about. Certainly, we don't want to look at Scripture as just a set of objective logarithms, multiplication tables, those kind of statements. But on the other hand, Scripture is full of propositions. Scripture is the book that, as I said last night, defines and delimits, determines, shapes, founds the relationship between God and God's people, is full of propositions that are all part and parcel of establishing and maintaining that personal relationship that actually exists between Christ and his church.